Holmes was born. Then he got fat, bald, and tired. Sup, Holmes?
So it's interesting that you would just come right out and say that your own game doesn't have that kind of longevity, but that's okay. I think that people are missing that, is that not every game has to be this kind of 60-hour epic. And they're missing that with Kinect and PlayStation Move games and stuff like that, too. A lot of those games aren't supposed to be enjoyed for more than a week, and that's all right. I wonder about bundling them all together, though. I wonder why that doesn't happen more often.
Probably because they put a lot of resources into like one game. They don't want to package it all together and sell it for $60. You know?
Yeah, it's the whole
They'd
money
rather
thing.
sell a bunch of little ones for $60 each because they still sell.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, as much as our gamer focused culture sort of berates these games and says we'll never buy them and stuff, and a lot of us don't. There's a whole other culture that does, and they sell very well to those people. So it's a little disappointing because there could definitely be better games. There's like that one Kinect Joyride video where the guy is literally standing like this the entire time and he wins the race.
Oh, yeah, that was a sad one.
Yeah.
People were really upset at me for a little while for saying I didn't think Kinect was that important or what I was talking about, because originally it was going to let you like make a skateboard in your game all of a sudden and like beam into the game Star Trek wise and be dancing around, and then it just
show Milo a drawing just by going like this, and then he would be like, "Oh yeah, that's a plane or whatever."
Yeah, and that never still hasn't come out. Instead, we have Kinect Star Wars and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's a sad world. Let's move on to happier worlds. Tell me about. I want to get the name of it right. We've talked about a lot of stuff, so I'm already forgetting my old information because all this new information just went in. It was Friendship in Four Colors.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Yep, that's the name.
That's the game I want people to play the most. And that's free. You can just download that right now. Link.
Grab a buddy, play through it.
Yeah. Tell us about that game so people can be excited about it.
So that game I made a little over a year ago now at Toe Jam, which is the Toronto Game Jam, but we call it Toe Jam because it's funnier. And basically, and that's like sort of the first game that like made people think like, oh, this guy actually has some skill, and that's what made me like be like, I am out of here, bank, and into game world.
But it wasn't a profit deal, that game. You still
no. But I realized like I saved up money, and then I figured I could build an audience, and which I feel like I've done somewhat now. So now I'm working on commercial release. But back to Friendship in Four Colors. Friendship in Four Colors is a game where basically you play, or there's two players, and you progress through the levels. And at first you don't really get why it's two-player because it's just two dudes that have to get to the end of the level, but you can't really interact with the other person or anything. So then the next level you get a power-up that says jet boosters, and it's like, oh, okay, I wonder what that was. And people very quickly figure out that it's a double jump. So they double jump along the next level, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, this one of the players just got this thing called grab bullets, and then now it's kind of like, what does that mean? And so I purposely used names that weren't necessarily very easy to figure out what it meant, because the theme of the game, or the theme of the jam that I was at was what just happened. So I wanted things to happen, and then people to be like, why did that happen? What did I do to cause that? So you get these grab bullets, the lighter player does, and then whenever the player jumps off of the ground, they shoot out this spray of bullets everywhere. And the other player has to dodge that. And so I designed the level so that the players have to jump through, and one player is constantly dodging the other player's bullets. But then the other player gets a laser every time he's in the air. A giant laser that covers the entire screen basically shoots out of his back. And so then it's very much like a bit of like a ballet of like trying to work your characters around each other to be able to, and like a lot of communication between the players, which was my main goal, is to just get people talking to each other while playing a co-op game.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm the worst at explaining my game.
No, that was an awesome explanation. You can't see their faces at home, but they're all like, "What? I can accidentally kill my friends with lasers?
Yeah,
Amazing!" They're all totally
fire
excited.
the game. Friendly fire
What?
the game is what a lot of people call it.
What do they call it? I didn't hear you for some reason. Maybe it's my
Friendly
ears.
fire the game.
Fire. Oh, friendly fire. Yeah, like killing your friends.
Yeah,
It's
but
it's
it's the
something
main
that's
game mechanic.
so interesting that so few people. You've got these ideas, these little. They don't seem like they're hugely complicated ideas. These little punches of ideas that other people just aren't doing. It's a strange thing. New Super Mario Brothers Wii had a little bit of that where you can help your friends, but you can also accidentally kill them. But they didn't make a whole gameplay mechanic around it. It was just kind of a
Well,
little piece.
the thing with that is, if it's forced multiplayer, that's not going to sell systems, or that's not going to sell units, right? Because there's constantly people these days complaining, I don't have time to invite friends over and play games with them. I'd rather play online with them because it's so much easier to set up, and I can do that more consistently, so I can play my game more.